Hello guys, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Come with me, let's practice some yoga together. This will be a gentle flow. All you need is a yoga mat or maybe just a carpet, somewhere cozy. I've got my socks on. It's gonna be nice and easy, hopefully good movement for your body to nurture yourself a little bit. So let's get ready and let's lie down on the mat. Shall we start by nice and easy lying down our backs? Keep the knees bent. Yes, and then just for a moment, place your hands nice and easy on your belly and begin to deepen the breath. As we begin this transition from wherever we were before, this moment, to here, to the right now, to this mat, to this body. And we do that by just trying to relax the body and breathe more deeply. In through the nose, exhale through the mouth. In through the nose, feel the belly rising, exhale through the mouth. No need to force anything, just begin to gently lengthen the inhale and exhale. Begin to feel the heavy head on the mat, the hips. And gently we're gonna begin by taking our legs up towards the sky. Your arms can be by your side. Let's begin by flexing and pointing the feet. So we flex the foot. Let's flex the foot. Bring the toes towards you. Soles of the feet pointing up towards the sky. And then we're going to point the feet, really opening up through the top of the feet. Big breath. And gently swaying, like changing from one to the other, just flowing through flex and point here. Maybe aligning the movement with the breath, exploring all of the range of movement that you have here, feeling the backs of your legs, the calves. The feet, which, they hold most of the weight most of the day for us, isn't it? We don't really carry that much usually. So changing, now we're gonna just move around, making big circles with your feet. Just waking up through these ankles here. Nice and wide. It might feel even a little bit warm and sometimes even uncomfortable after a while. Keep breathing through the movement. The deeper you breathe, the easier it is to handle this. So go around to the opposite direction. I'm definitely feeling it here. And then give it a good shake. Nice. Bend the knees, bring the feet back down to the mat. And now the arms go up towards the sky. Good. Now is our turn with the hands, right? So we're going to just hug the thumbs, make little fists, and just roll around, make big circles with those fists so that we really can wake up through our wrist joints here. And just breathing deeply as you make those circles as wide as you can. And then changing direction. Three more. 1, 2, and 3. I'm just gonna flick the fingers, point as we straighten the arms up and try to flick here. The opening, closing through the hands and just nice and active. And this will also be one where you might wanna breathe a little deeper. And just roll around, just shake it off. Oh, nice. Good. Now bring the knee in. So I'm gonna take the left first so you can see me a little bit better. Hug that left knee in and extend that right leg down to the floor. Keep bringing it in close to you. And then gently, you're going to turn to the right side. You can bring the right shoulder down and then draw the left knee down to the floor. It might touch the floor, it might not, it's okay. So you can turn to your side. And then after you do this, you take the left hand, left arm up and back towards your left. And maybe take the gaze towards the sky. And for a lot of you, the arms will be hanging here, the left arm will be hanging. It's okay, just breathe. Mine is also hanging, just my hand is touching the floor. As you breathe in, just filling up the lungs and then feel that expansion here into your chest as well. And the sides of the rib cage. Good, and then slowly coming back to center. Take that knee back up and then bring the right knee close to you. Give both a hug and then extend the left leg back down to the floor. Keep bringing that right knee in as you wrap it around towards you with your arms. Nice deep breaths. Feel free to just play around with your feet, just maybe waking up again through the feet. And gently we're gonna turn to our left side. Left shoulder down to the floor, maybe the right knee touches the floor. And gently take the right arm all the way to the right. And then as you open up, so maybe take the left shoulder blade down to the floor and feel that right shoulder heavy. Some deep breaths as you look up. In and out through the nose, steady breath. So this is a nice practice to just really kind of reset the body and mind after maybe a week of work, or I don't know what you had over there, but I didn't have a very good week. So this is also for me, you know. So I really would be nice to reset and get ready to start another week fresh. One final big breath. Slowly, slowly, gently bring both knees in and then give them a big hug. Ooh. Feel free to sway from side to side. And then we're going to find our way up towards a seated position. Hold it on underneath your legs here. And you can begin to rock backs and forwards. If this is too tricky, just lie down on your right and then just come up to a seated position. Good job. We're gonna come into seated, and then that's a time where it's always a good idea. Do I have a block around? Right, I don't have a block, but you know what I've got? I have this towel. I don't need this. So I have this towel and I can just roll it up. Look what I'm going to do now. I'm just rolling the towel. That's a nice thing to do as well. Almost like it replaces a block or a blanket. I put underneath my hips, and that's just nicer. Ugh, feels a little bit nicer with that lift in my hips. Good. So roll the shoulders up and back. So let's just do a couple more big circles with the shoulders. And just relax them down. Finding that tall spine, top of the head up towards the sky. Chest is lifted, arms are relaxed. Now let's begin by just making some semicircles with our head. I'm just gonna take the right ear to the right And just go around, nice and gentle, without forcing anything, all the way around. So we're gonna take the left ear to the left shoulder and then slowly going down, chin to chest, and the opposite ear. And just begin to just flow with your breath here, nice and easy. Flowing and feeling how the neck is doing today. Good. Bring the chin to the chest. Lift it up. I would do, just drop the left hand down to the floor. Even sliding down the arm. Perhaps you can bring the forearm down to the floor. Maybe not. All good. Take the right hand all the way towards the sky and up and over. And we're gonna just reach that right arm all the way up and over. And just breathe here into the right side of the body. Feeling that expansion here. Right shoulder, take it slightly back. So imagine there's like a wall behind you, and then you want to touch both shoulder blades in that wall. So you don't want that shoulder coming towards the front. So just breathing, finding more space in the body here. Trying to keep both seats bone down into the floor. More important than placing the forearm down. Reach, 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 and slowly come all the way up. Woo. Inhale, take the left arm all the way up, and then reach up and over. And nice and easy, steady breaths in and out through the nose as you feel that every breath, maybe you reach further away, and without any rush, just, breath's gonna do the work for you, together with the gravity here helping you. Can we go slow? Can we go easy? Right? It's hard for a lot of us, and so time to practice that right on our mats today. Inhale, come all the way up. Ooh, my earrings are catching on my top. Oh my goodness, that is cool. Let's do a little bit of work with our shoulders. Take your hands to your shoulders. And I want you to draw some big circles here with your elbows. Elbows go all the way down, all the way to the front, and all the way up and back. So big, big circles. Maybe aligning with the breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. Nice and easy. Or listening to any cracks you might have. Good, and then changing direction. Inhale, come all the way up and all the way to the front. And we continue to flow. Let's do two more. Nice. Ooh, shake it off a little bit. So let's inhale, take both arms all the way up. And coming to a little twist. Twist to the left. Right hand down to your left knee. Take the left hand behind you. And just look over that left shoulder. As you inhale, grow a little taller. And as you exhale, just a tiny little twist. And then inhale, bring the arms all the way up. And then towards the right. Twisting here, left hand on the right knee. Draw that right shoulder down. Press that right hand down into the floor so that it helps you to twist a little bit more here. Breathe. And inhale, bring both arms all the way up. Palms of the hands together as you exhale. One more time, inhale, reach. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, big circle with your hands all the way up, palms together. As you exhale, bring the hands in front of your heart. Press the sternum against your heart space. And let's take a moment here just to remind ourselves of the reason, what's behind our practice. Why do we practice yoga? Maybe you want to become a little healthier, or just want to become a little bit more emotionally balanced. We want to heal ourselves from our past traumas, or we just want to have a good day, whatever that is. Take a moment to remind yourself. Let's begin together with a nice big Om. So take a deep inhale. We're take a deep breath in, and exhale, blink your eyes open, relax your hands. Good, ready to start. We already started, but now you see what I mean. Mantra always puts you in that right place of mind to start the practice. Okay, bring both hands down to the mat, and let's come into an Om-4 position. So hands are going to be hands are going to be shoulder width apart, and the knees hip width apart. See if you can find that neutral spine here as you press down the tops of the feet into the floor. Good. Right, what I always like to do as we're here is to do some warm-up with the wrist. So today we're going to just rock ourselves around into a big circle as we keep the hands down, and then shuffle. The weight turns to the left hand, left knee, right knee, and then comes over to the right hand. So just drawing that big circle as you breathe in and out through the nose. As you begin to activate your Ujjayi Pranayama, that whispering sound at the back of the throat. If you're not used to it, that's okay. Take a change here into the direction. Ujjayi basically, I call it Darth Vader sound. So basically you can just constrict the back of the throat so that you can better control your breath, and you also can use that breath as an anchor so you can hear that sound all the way during the practice. You come back to a neutral position, and then we're going to flow into some cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, shoulders back and down as you lift the sternum here. And then exhale, rounding that back. So tuck the tailbone all the way under, pubic bone towards your navel, and chin to chest, rounding the back. Inhale, lift the chest. Untuck the tailbone, so tailbone towards the sky as you press the hands towards you, as if you wanted to bring your mat closer to you. Exhale, round. Inhale, let's keep flowing through this movement. Look up, and then exhale, round yourself. Inhale, lift up through the chest, shoulders back and down. Exhale, rounding. And then last one, inhale, lift up. Exhale, rounding the spine, maybe a little bit more this time. And then come to a neutral spine here. I'd like you to keep focus onto your belly, right connected here. That means drawing everything in and up. Your core muscles engaged. We're going to extend that right leg back and tuck the right toes. So just the right leg extended behind us. On an inhale, engage the pelvic floor. Zip everything in and up as you lift that right leg up. So instead of dropping the belly down to lift the leg, Just lift as high as it goes, keeping that neutral spine and that core engaged. Breathe here. And then as you inhale fully, you keep reaching that leg. And then as you exhale, draw that knee in and round your back. Forehead comes towards your knee. Inhale, reach that right leg back, everything nicely engaged. Drawing everything in and up, and then exhale, knee comes over to your forehead, rounding yourself. Inhale, reach that leg one more time. Nice and strong through the core muscles, and exhale, rounding, rounding knee to forehead. And then inhale, just reach one more time. Come on, we can do this. And then as we exhale, bring the right foot all the way towards the right side, aligning the right foot with your left knee. Good, nice. And then we're gonna just flow through some movement here. Press the outer edge of the right foot down into the mat. And see if you can stack the left hip joint on top of the left knee. So we're gonna inhale, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, pressing back the hips, drawing the hips towards your left heel. Feel free to maybe micro bend that right knee. Inhale, reach up. Maybe allow the shoulders to come over the wrists a little if it feels all right. And then exhale, press back. So that's a nice option here, is to tuck those left toes. As you inhale, come forward. Exhale, press back. I prefer tucked, and that's good. Last one, inhale, reach. And exhale, press back. And then come back to neutral. Walk the hands back towards you. And then lift all the way up, stacking here your upper body and aligning yourself. So your left hip joints on top of the left knee. So let's look over like that. Probably better, huh? Okay, so pressing the outer edge of the right foot down into the floor. Good job. We're gonna drop the right hand over onto the right leg. Inhale, left arm comes all the way up and over. And we're gonna reach that right arm up and over towards the right. Breathing here into this gate pose. A good time to try and lift the pelvic floor, engaging your mula bandha, contract the sphincters, lifting everything up and in, but without creating too much tension. So see if you can find that nice balance. And then inhale, come all the way up and lower it down. And drop the hands down as we come into cat-cow, into an all-fours position once again. Here I am. Okay. So align everything, shoulders on top of the wrists. And here we go. So as we keep the core engaged, so that zip between the pubic bone and the lower ribs here, we're gonna begin to inhale and reach that left leg back. Tucking the toes as they press down to the floor. And then we go ahead and lift that leg with everything engaged. If you can, go ahead and lift maybe parallel to the floor or as high as you can. Breathe here. You can point the foot, whatever you prefer. Inhale, reach. And then as you exhale, draw that left knee in towards your chest, forehead towards the knee, rounding the back here. Inhale, neutral spine, reach that left leg up and back. Exhale, drawing the knee towards your head. Lots of control here through your core muscles. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Good job. Exhale, drawing everything in. So left knee to left, to forehead. Left forehead is good, yeah? Last one. Inhale, reach. Without dropping that belly. And then exhale, rounding. And then just to finalize, inhale, reach that left leg back. Exhale, take the left foot aligned with your right knee. So take the left foot towards the left. I'm just gonna look towards you so you can see me better here. And then begin to walk the hands. No, we're forgetting something here. Stay there. So inhale as you lengthen through the spine. And also press onto the outer edge of the left foot. Your left inner thigh is nicely engaged. Exhale, pressing back, so hips draw towards your right heel. Tuck the right toes. You might prefer that. Inhale, reach forward. And then exhale, drawing everything back. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, press back. So working through your hips, and you might also be feeling the inside of the left leg. Just one more time. Pressing back. Good. Coming back to a neutral. We come and walk the hands towards you now. Stacking everything in. So let's adjust this thing, right? Right hip joints on top of the right knee. Press the outer edge of left foot. Left inner thigh nicely engaged, nice and tall. So I'm just gonna rest my left hand down onto that leg. Inhale, right arm comes all the way up and over as we reach. So just opening up through the right side of the body. So maybe what you can do here is try to imagine just bringing your breath all the way into your right rib cage. Keep pressing that left outer edge of the left foot down to the floor, engaging through your inner thigh. Take the right shoulder slightly back. You don't need to let the head drop like I did. It's always nice to keep it aligned with your spine. And inhale, come all the way up. Woo. Good job. And then all the way back to a all fours position. Just widen the knees. Maybe bring the toes together as you press back into child's pose. Hips down towards your heels. Reach the arms forward. And big breath in. And bring breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Nice. Good. Inhale, come up to an all fours, tuck the toes, and let's now begin to lift the knees off the floor and the hips all the way up. You can keep your knees a little bit bent as you press slightly the chest down towards the floor and coming into a downward facing dog for the first time here. So we want to create that nice and long line between the hands, coming from the hands all the way up through the arms and all the way up to your spine and hips. Good. This is our first downward dog. We're gonna start by shuffling from one side to the other, pedaling through, lift one heel at a time. Maybe look to the right, look to the left. Feel free to swing from one side to the other with your hips. Good. Nice and easy. Good job. Now, look forward. Begin to walk the hands towards your feet. There we go. Keep your knees nice and soft. I've got a little bend here in my knees. As we fold over the legs, keep the feet hip-width apart. And maybe hug into your elbows and just sway from side to side if it feels good. And feel the top of the body, like the upper part. Upper body heavy. See if you can let go of the head, the neck, everything nice and soft. Just strong through the legs and the feet pressing down. Spread evenly your weight through all corners of the feet. And cultivate that nice steady breath. And then drop the hands down to the floor. Let's come into a flat back. Inhale, look forward, lengthen the spine. Shoulders slightly back. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, find strong legs as a foundation to prepare to come up. Circle the arms on an inhale, coming all the way up. Palms touch. And exhale, arms come nice and wide and all the way down. I'm not sure if my angle here will work. I hope so. Nice. Good job. Here we go. Let's do some adjusting this a little bit here. Let's come on to do a little bit of a warm-up with a half-sun salutation. Shall we? I'm at the back of my mat. It's all good. And so find a tall spine, top of the head towards the sky, shoulders relaxed. As we inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Palms can touch. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Circle the arms all the way down. And then you begin to fold and relax onto those soft knees as well. Heavy head. Inhale, lift up halfway to a flat back. And exhale, fold back down. Strong legs, inhale, circle the arms, come all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, arms come all the way down. Mãe não pode agora. And then step the right foot towards the front of the mat. Isn't it amazing when you want to? Let me put this on silent mode. Okay. Cool. Right foot in front. Let me do this. No, it's fine. Right foot in front. Left foot is slightly to the left, but both toes are facing forward. We're coming to a high lunge, so bend the right knee and then press that leg back. Lift that left heel off the floor. Inhale, arms come all the way up towards the sky. Find yourself here wanting to reach towards the sky, palms facing each other. Maybe lower down a little bit more. And check your right knee, see if it's aligned with your ankle and the back leg. Always struggles to straighten. Most of us will have a little bend in that knee, in that left leg. Just breathe here into any tight areas. Maybe you might be feeling the inner side of your left leg. So just breathe into those areas. Press the feet down. Good job. One more inhale. And then as we exhale, open to the left and find a warrior two. Just aligning the heels now as you press the sole of the right foot down to the floor. I don't recommend the socks. I've got the socks because I'm lazy, but. And then keep bending that right knee. And our arms are straight, like kind of apart, away from each other. Reach those hands up. And then tall through the spine. So you want to reach the top of the head towards the sky. And then as you lower down, lift the pelvic floor. So contraction and lifting everything up and in. And see if your right knee doesn't want to come in towards the left. Take it towards the right. Do the best you can and try to enjoy that steady breath. Good. Inhale, extend that left leg. I want you to bring your hands to your hips. Come on, and I'm going to help you now. Extend, and then just take that left foot slightly forward, and then take the toes slightly in. Just maybe kind of like 1 o'clock. And then the right toes are facing forward into your mat. Both legs that are extended here. Coming to triangle. Spread your wings. I've got a mirror here in front of me. Palms down. Strong through the legs. Micro bend that right knee. Engage the quads. You reach forward and then lower the right hand down towards the right leg. Try and keep the chest lifted. Try and keep the left shoulder back. In fact, let's begin like this. Left hand will come towards your left hip joint. Yeah? Let's do this. So instead of taking the left shoulder down, take it back. Imagine you are like there's a wall behind your back and you want to touch all of your back into that wall. Good. So lengthen through the spine, long neck. Head is aligned with your spine. Good. You don't need to bend yourself over here. We're keeping a tall spine as we're pressing the left hip joint slightly back. And then maybe you're able to take your left hand up towards the sky. The left palm faces the left side of your mat, faces wherever you're looking at now. Breathe here, or maybe take your gaze towards your left hand up there, if that's available for you. So press feet actively on the floor. Both legs active, spread the, just spreading the weight, creating that nice balance everywhere in the body. And now see if the right hand is nice and loose. So not like holding yourself, not like leaning towards that right leg. See if you can keep it just about touching, and hold yourself with the strength of your muscles here, with all your core muscles. Woo! Inhale, come all the way up. That's not easy. So bring your hands down to your hips. And we're gonna swap sides. Take your right foot in. Left foot comes over to the left. So maybe you're gonna look for a bigger stance now. All right. So both feet facing the front of the mat or the back of your mat now. And you're gonna bend the left knee as you try and create that intention to extend the back leg. Right, both toes facing forward. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms are facing each other. Arms extended up. Slight posterior tilt of the pelvis, so slight tucking of the tailbone here, just lengthening through your low back. Breathe. Finding that inner strength. If you want to go deeper, you can lower yourself down a little bit more. Feel that leg shaking, but you don't want to feel any pain in your knees or anywhere else. So one more inhale, and then exhale, open up to the right. So drop that right heel back to the floor. See if you can align those heels. And it's good. Coming to Warrior Two. So just finding that Warrior Two as we bend the left knee, extend the back leg. We're not leaning forward here, we're growing taller instead. Yeah, reach those arms. Palms can face up, so you draw the shoulders down, create that, encouraging the shoulders to just relax, and then bring the palms down, keeping the shoulders where they are. Beautiful. Find that breath. Woo, there we go. And inhale, come all the way up, so extend both legs. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna just step the right foot slightly closer to me. And then take the right toes slightly in towards sort of like, 11 o'clock, maybe, yeah. Nice. Good. Now, you can start with both arms extended as we were. And then we're gonna reach the left hand forward as we hinge the right hip joints towards the back. Whoop, without forcing, yeah? So you're still keeping a nice micro bend in that left knee, and then activate it through the quads. It's a particularly good idea for those with hypermobility to try and strengthen through your joints, yeah? And as we reach forward, we're gonna begin to, without rounding the spine, lower the left hand down, and then bring the right hand to your right hip joint. Take that right shoulder back. Lifting through the chest, active through your legs, pressing everything down, opening up spaces in the body. Maybe you're able to then extend that right hand up and towards the sky. If this is easy, maybe take your gaze towards your right hand, right arm, right thumb, I mean. Nothing's coming to my mind today, right? It's all good. We're doing our best, right? Okay. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring both arms up, hands on your hips. Nice. And then heel toe. Yourself come back to together. Good. We're going to come into chair pose. So just a little balancing pose. Yeah, I'm gonna do a nice one. Don't worry, it's gonna be good. So chair pose, we're gonna bend both knees like that. Try to keep a tall spine. What's gonna happen here? So I like to do this with my big toes touching, but still keeping the sides of the feet parallel to the sides of the mat, so there's some space between my heels. I'm gonna begin by bending my knees. Imagine I have a stool behind me, so my hips go back and down at the same time, and I might need to bring my knees slightly forward, but I like to always be able to see my toes from here. Keep that, don't round the back, so you're nice and tall. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up. Whew. And breathe. Nice, we're gonna stay here. Or you can just lift the right leg up. Slow down, wait. Press into the left foot and just hover the right foot. Maybe that's available for you, maybe not. So this is a little challenge of a one-legged chair. And then you sit as low as you can. You don't need to go as low as you know. It doesn't need to be too bad. And then drop the right foot down. And then transfer the weight to the right side and lift that left leg. Maybe you sink down slightly, oh, and then breathe, find joy, find, that sense of curiosity, of playfulness. Just being kind to yourself, always during the practice. Woo, slowly come up, shake it off. Good job. Nice. Good. Now, let's come down. The way we're gonna come down is with a squat. So your feet can be wider, as wide as the hips maybe, facing forward, the toes, or slightly out, however you like. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up, palms will touch, bring them in front of the heart. And then here we go, we're gonna, once again, trying to sink back down, trying to come into the squat. So see how it feels on your knees. And then I like to point my toes slightly out as I come down. So breathe. Doesn't matter how low you go. Lift the pelvic floor if you can. Lift through the chest. And it might be just up here, and that's all good. See, the more you do this, the better you get at it. And it's just so good for your body. So for your health. Draw the hands down to the floor. Come all the way down. And let's come down to lie on our mats. Stay on your back for a bit. Woo, bend your knees. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna come into a little supine pigeon. Lift the right leg and cross it over the right shin. Comes just to rest on the left knee. Ooh, that's it. So some of you will just stay here. So maybe walking the left foot closer to you. We're gonna work through, opening up through the hips and into stretching our glutes, our left glutes here. Left glutes? No, the right glutes, that's it. So hands come wrapping around the left leg and just draw the left leg close to you. At the same time, as you try and draw the right knee away from you, just intentionally, no pressing forcefully, you're just taking it slightly away from you. And just breathing here. So as we open through the hips and also feeling that nice stretch into our glutes, breathe. If you're very flexible, there are different variations you can take. You can also take the foot up, left foot, extend that leg. You can even draw it close to you like that. Or just bend the knee and then just interlace the hands around that left shin. If you're very flexible, maybe that's where you want to be. Wherever you are, even if it's just here, I want you to just breathe, okay? Breathe and feel grateful for the health that you have, for whatever movements you're able to do. One day after the other, and we're all going to a better place with this practice of yoga. And so don't think of the days you didn't practice, just be grateful you're here, you practice, you're trying to enjoy. Yeah? So wherever you are, remember that's the best place to be. That's the right place to be. Nice. Awesome. Now I want you to wrap that right leg all the way around. So cross, like ladies crossing legs. And press the left foot down into the floor. Lift the hips off the floor. And now I want you to just turn with your hips facing slightly left. Take the left hip joint down, left hip joint down to the floor. That way it helps you to really twist to the left, drop the knees to the left. You can extend the right arm to the right. Do it nice and gentle, nice and easy, no rush. Maybe you just look up towards the sky, and once again trying to feel that draw of the right shoulder down to the earth. Ooh, nice and easy breaths. Good job. Always nice to allow ourselves to explore with a beginner's mind. Always nice to allow ourselves to be playful, to not put pressure, to go slow, you know, not creating much expectation of results and outcome, for once at least. So we practice on the mat things that will help us become better person, a better company to others and to ourselves in our daily lives. And then slowly take both knees up. Awesome. We're gonna undo the legs and try the other side with the supine pigeon. So cross the left foot on top of the right knee. And then once again, just maybe walk the right foot close to you, or just lift the right foot off the ground and then hug that leg in, interlace it behind your leg or your shin, and pressing that left knee away from you. Breathing into any tight areas. Nice. And slowly, we're going to wrap that left hand, left arm, left hand, left leg around. I told you, it's a fun day. We press the right foot down into the mat, lift the hips off the floor. And then what I'm gonna do now, so let's try and describe this. I'm shifting my hips to the left as my knees go to the right, sort of like, and so with intention to take the right hip joint down. And that makes it easier to come into this twist, dropping the knees to the right. And then spread your wings down to the mat. Spread your arms any way you like. And then just draw your gaze maybe up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Be kind to yourself. Just as I'm kind to myself now, I'm also yoga teaches me every single day. And so I love that we're all learning this together. Always an option to draw the right hand, to rest on your left knee if you want to just deepen that stretch into your lower back. And just, bring your breath all the way to your lower back. Draw the left shoulder down gently to the floor. I'm so glad you're here. And then come all the way up. Draw the knees up to the ceiling and uncross the legs. Gently bringing both knees towards you and give them a nice big hug. Nice. Feel free to sway from side to side or just circle around. It's going to be interesting how I did. I'm going to see how it comes up, this video, and the microphone had some issues, so hopefully it's going to come out all right. All right, bring it in. I want you to lift your head off the floor and then kind of draw your forehead towards your knees as you try to make that little ball. Squeeze everything in and breathe deeply. 1, Nice and strong. Breathe again. 2. And no rush. One last time. And release everything down. Head comes down to the floor. Extend legs and off you go to a nice dessert Shavasana. Maybe arms come down on the floor alongside you. Palms are facing up. Feet are nice and wide. Take a deep breath in to the nose. Exhale. Side out. Nobody's here, so why not? Take a deep breath in. And side out. Yeah, maybe, why not? Inhale in, last time. Do whatever you want. It's just maybe allowing yourself to feel a bit heavier. And allow yourself to close your eyes or just keep the gaze nice and soft. Heavy eyelids. And gently begin to relax the muscles of your face. Allow your body to melt down into the earth. Your chest relaxed, your shoulders heavy. Upper arms all the way down towards your hands. Soften. Soften everywhere. Letting go. Letting go of the control. Letting go of any tightness. And keeping your jaw and mouth relaxed. Bring your attention to your belly. Soften here. Soften through the hips, the legs, all the way down to knees, shins, and the feet. And just for now, feel that connection with the earth. Remind yourself of your connection with nature, where you came from. And you're free to stay here for as long as you'd like. Feel free to stay for another couple of minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever feels good. If not, gently begin to wake up through the fingers, the toes, and begin to deepen the breath. Bringing yourself back to the body, back to the room you're in. Maybe begin to, create some rotation around ankles and wrists, and gently drawing the knees up. Bring them in close to you. And then draw the knees to the right. Lying on your right side, just press the left hand down into the floor. Gently, gently come up to sit. Feel free to grab something to sit on. And just take a moment to close your eyes and relax your arms with a tall spine. And notice this state of your body or mind, and just notice the difference, if there's any. If there's any difference between the beginning of this practice when you started and how you're feeling right now. And bring gently both palms of the hands together in front of the heart. Take this time to reconnect with your intention, with your why, that which you set in at the beginning of the practice. Always remember your why. Because there will be harder days, there will be tough days, and you won't want to come to your mat. Oh, for sure, that's for sure. Especially if you're going to a class away from your home, you have to drive, it's raining, it's cold, you're achy, you're lazy, you're whatever. You just woke up in the wrong side of the bed. You name it, I'm sure you've been there. So even if it's as easy as opening up your YouTube to watch a 5-10 minute practice, I know sometimes we just don't, and sometimes it just makes just the difference we needed in our lives to make that day just a little bit better. And so feel that gratitude for showing up today, for practicing. And let's close this practice with another nice big Om. Hopefully you haven't got anybody around you, and so you can chant and sing it out loud. Take a deep breath in. So remember to never rush after a mantra, staying with that silence and that vibration. That's where the magic is. That's where it is. Bow your head towards your hands. And once again, feeling that gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.